Have you failed the Bcba exam? This may be the reason why. The board raises the percent rate to pass as each person meets that rate or passes the test. Here's an example. Let's say the starting rate to pass the test is 76% and there are 10 people taking the test. The first person taking the test passes, the rate is still 76%. The second person that takes the exam passes, now the board raises the pass rate to 77%. The third person takes the test and passes. Now the board raises it to 78%. So even if the next couple of people got the original rate of 76 or 77%, they now will fail, and everyone who got the original passing rate of 76% will also now fail because the board kept raising the rate as more and more people passed. Then eventually, after a certain percentage of people pass the test, the board will have a cutoff point. Did you ever just miss the exam by a couple of points? Chances are you really passed but were part of the cutoff. The way you pass the test is almost by luck, not by aptitude. It depends on how many people take the test and how many people pass and what the cutoff rate is. Have you ever wondered why it takes 45 days after you take your test to get the results? You are taking your test on a computer. The results should be instant. The waiting period is for the board to see how many people took the test and for the board to decide how to manipulate the test scores and decide a cutoff rate. There's 150 questions. You get a certain amount of questions right, you either pass or fail. They claim they are measuring you and weighing you against other candidates. The board states in their own words on the report they send you, and I quote, "The graph shows your performance in comparison to the group of candidates who have just passed the examination. These are candidates who obtain scaled scores between 400 and, which is standard error of measurement, above 400. Chances are you just were on the wrong side of their manipulated passing line. The board also looks down on you if you fail the test. Each time you have to take the test, you will have to start at a higher percentage point in order to pass. That is why people are taking the Bcba exam multiple times. The board claims it is all about ethics, but they are being the most unethical. The board also tells you not to discuss the test, either public or private, which is unheard of in any other type of discipline, examination, or examination process. Most sciences or professions actually encourage you to talk about their exams and how to take and prepare for the test. Other sciences and professions also release prior or old exams for people to study and prepare for future test. The board does the exact opposite and uses fear and punishment to keep you quiet. The exact opposite of what they tell you to do. Do not talk about the test or else. We encourage to write your local and state officials and representatives and let them know that you are being scammed out of time and money and that there is fraud and manipulation going on with a self-appointed board and Pearson VUE, and you want answers. We believe the board is committing a crime by collecting money from people all across the country, crossing state lines in conjunction with and using Pearson VUE to defraud people out of money. Again, we strongly encourage you to write your local and state officials and let them know that there is fraud and manipulation going on with a self-appointed board and Pearson VUE, and you want answers.